Hi everyone, this is Yuri. Welcome to the Yuri Tea Show. Today I'm going to teach you how to make borscht, real Ukrainian borscht. We're going to start with some key ingredients: carrots, onions, potatoes, tomatoes, maybe broccoli, depends if I feel like it, maybe not. Have some beans, most importantly beetroot. You don't have beet, you don't have borscht. And then we can also do chicken. I like putting chicken into my borscht. Okay, step one is putting chicken into a pot, putting some water in it, and we're gonna boil it for a little while, getting all the gunk and the crap and all the bad stuff out. We're gonna dump it, leave some broth in, and then make borscht out of that broth. One preparatory step I forgot to mention to you: put some beans in water, leave overnight. Let's make them better, more tender when you put them into the borscht. Step two, take potatoes. Russians love potatoes. I'm gonna peel those potatoes, slice and dice and do whatever, throw them into the borscht. Same thing with the beets. Beets is a little bit harder, like I said earlier. If you don't have beets, you don't have borscht. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna peel them, we're going to cut them up, throw them in the borscht. Number one key ingredient. Number two, making sure how many beets you put into the borscht, because you're gonna fish them out, you're gonna grate them later, and then you're gonna throw them back in. It's the process. We're gonna grate some carrots, we're gonna dice some onions, we're gonna fry it a little bit, and at the very end dump it all in. We're gonna grate some tomatoes. It's gonna make a tomato paste. Instead of using canned paste, I'm gonna make a paste out of fresh tomatoes and broccoli if I feel like it. Alright, let's give it a shot. Number one thing is always watch your vegetables. Like I always say, clean vegetables are happy vegetables. You're gonna peel them now. It's no other way of doing it, just brute force. Take one slice, one peel at a time, till you have a bare potato. Do it fast, because we're all hungry. Done. Next. Okay, my broth and chicken is boiling. You can tell it's boiling because the water is steaming and it's making bubbles out of the water. Simple enough. I can't show it to you because the camera angle is a little bit off, but you get the picture. We're gonna turn on the cold water to make sure that we're not dumping hot water inside my sink, so we don't screw up any of those seals and rubber stuff that goes inside the pipes. And then you're gonna put more water. How much borscht you're gonna want, you're gonna put that much water. Cold water because it has less crap in it. That's looking good. I like big pots because you can make a lot of borscht out of them. Put that back on the burner and we're gonna start making borscht. Now take a look at this. This is what happens. This is what comes out of the chicken. That's why we boil it first, get rid of some of that crap, and then we're gonna make borscht with like good lean chicken. I'm gonna finish peeling my potato. Like I said, simple enough. You take a steak knife, you take the skin off a potato. It's no rocket science. It's fine, it doesn't have to be perfect. Wash it again, make sure it's clean. We're gonna put this into the borscht. Potatoes go first because potatoes are hard. We're gonna boil them for a while, make them soft, and then the other ingredients go in. Let me show you how this thing is looking. You see that pot? Those are potatoes and some chicken. There's gonna be borscht soon. You see that white fatty stuff? Most of it we got rid of. This is lean, but it tastes also good. So we're gonna keep it because it tastes good. Next we're gonna go to the beets. Beets are also hard, like potatoes. We're gonna peel them like a potato, and then we're gonna slice and dice and throw it into the borscht. Cook it for a while, and then we're gonna grate it once it's soft and tender and easily grateable. Beets, you take them and wash them too. Make sure there's no crap on it, dirt. Same like a potato, you peel it. Those who don't know how to peel a beet, I don't know. I can't help you. This is what a peeled beet looks like. It's not blood, it's just red. Gonna take a board. I'm gonna cut these into 4, and then I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen when I throw this into the water. You see how that water boils beautifully? Now I'm gonna dump the beets and see what happens. Just carefully. Huh? Look at that, huh? Blood red. Like someone, like a warrior's meal. That's it. So we're gonna let that boil for a little while, make it a little bit more tender and soft, and then we're gonna take them out and we're gonna grate them and then put them back again. It's gonna be even redder. In the meantime, we're gonna grate some of these. We're going to take the kidney beans. Call them kidney beans because they look like kidneys. We're going to take the water out, just throw it into the water, have it boil everything together. By the way, that's not blood, that's beets. We're going to take carrots, put them underwater. We're going to clean them a little bit, take off the excess dirt, and then we're going to grate them. It's good enough. Now that the water is boiling, we're going to add some salt, pepper, basil, maybe dill. Be liberal with the basil, tastes good. Just dump it in there. Won't hurt it, won't kill it. Looks about right. Maybe more later. Pepper too. Black pepper. Put a lot in, kills bad germs. Yeah, just like that. You see that? Uh-huh. Right? Nothing's gonna survive through there. It's Borsch. Nothing lives through that. Gonna take some salt. I don't usually keep my salt in a little baggie. I went camping and I needed salt, so this is a result. Yeah, just put some on the spoon. Make sure the spoon is wooden. If you don't have a wooden spoon, you're not making borscht. I don't know what you're making without a wooden spoon. Alright. That's about right. I'm not a big fan of salt. If you want more salt, then you put more salt in. If you want less salt, put less salt in. It's not that big of a deal. It's borscht. Okay. Now to the grating. Wash your carrots, you wash your grater, you put it in a bowl and start grating it. It makes it finer, easier to eat. Tastes better. If you can't grate a carrot, I don't know what you can do. I can't help you. You put some elbow grease in there because you'll be here all night if you don't. No one has all night to make borscht. Whew. Well, it's almost a workout. No one said making borscht was easy. If it was easy, it wouldn't be borscht. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take half this pile of carrot shavings, throw it into the borscht. Other half I'm gonna later fry with some onions and then put it at the end. I'll leave that for later. Fry it with onions. Constantly keep stirring the borscht. Make sure everything's fine with the wooden spoon. We're going to do the same thing with tomatoes. We're going to grate them, essentially making tomato paste that's going to go into the pot. Someone's at my door? How awesome was that? In the middle of making borscht, my neighbor comes over and says, hello. It's Southern California for you. Love it. And look at that, huh? Tomato paste, make sure you mix it. You're constantly mixing it while it's boiling so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pot. Just mix that nice and good with the wooden spoon, because if you're not using a wooden spoon, then I don't know, you're not making borscht. We're almost done. We're on the final stages. We just have carrots left, and then we're gonna dice this onion. You know what? I kind of feel like putting broccoli in, so we'll do that. This is garbage. Okay, now we're gonna dice this onion. If you don't know how to dice this onion, then that's okay. I don't know either. I just slam my knife against it and hope something good comes out. That's not blood, that's beets, remember? Huh? Ain't that a beauty? Got grated carrot shavings, and then you have diced onions. No problem. We're going to fry them just like you would fry an egg. I have a skillet right here. We're going to put it in. We're going to turn it on, and we're going to stand over it and watch it like a hawk. Make sure nothing happens. Make sure it doesn't burn. Turn this on to low because this is onions. It's gonna fry real fast, real easy. We're gonna stir a little bit, fry it a little bit. Now at the same time, remember a long time ago, I told you we're gonna fish out that beets. We're gonna grate them. That's what we're gonna do right now. Got my ladle, got my plate. I'm going fishing now. Be careful, this is boiling. You can see that because there's steam coming off and there's bubbles coming out of the water. So it's really hot. Don't stick your finger or your hand in your face or inside it. You can tell I'm a professional because I already got 2 beets on the first try. And you keep doing that until you get all of them, or you get tired and bored, and then you go and move on. At this point, I think we got them all. I'm also getting tired and bored, so I'm going to take this. You see, captured now. Remember, this is hot because it just came out of boiling soup. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it sit a little bit, and then we're going to grate it and put it back in, and then we'll have fabulous borscht. At the same time, I'm going to be watching over the frying of the onions and the carrots. Okay, now I'm going to take the beets and then I'm going to grate them. No one really knows how long it's going to take for them to cool down. It's not important. If it's too hot, then you grate faster so it disappears faster. Take a piece of beet, put it on the grater, and just push. Same way with a carrot, same with everything. Much easier to do this now when it's half boiled than when it was raw because it's hard as a potato. You saw when I banged on the table. If you don't have beets, I don't know what you're making because you're not making borscht. Okay everyone, I just grated some beets. It looks something like this. Ain't that a beautiful red color? I can't wait to eat my borscht. So we're gonna put this into the borscht, this boiling mass of soup and water and potatoes and chicken, and just throw it all in there. Look how the water just turns red, blood red. But it's not blood because it's borscht. And borscht is made with beets, which is red. Look at that, huh? Ah, that's beautiful color. red borscht with beets, because if it doesn't have beets, it's not borscht. I don't know what you have. Onions and carrots are almost done frying. Give it maybe 2 more minutes. Mix it all together. Let them cook together for maybe another 10 minutes, maybe 20. It doesn't matter, it's not rocket science. And then you serve. Look again at that red color. That is the final product of borscht. And now, my friends, is my favorite part, is to try the creation. It might not be perfect, but I won't starve. And now, neither will you. Oh, one last thing before I forget. Sour cream. #1 ingredient of borscht. If you don't have sour cream, I don't know what you have, but it ain't borscht. Take some sour cream, put it in. Mix it all together. Helps cool it off a little bit. Take a look at that. Huh? Ain't that pretty? Look at that color, huh? That's good Ukrainian borscht. It makes your mouth water. Wow. Unbelievable. Like my first time. Nope, I just can't get enough of it. Oh yeah. And once again, I'm gonna go back to eating my borscht, but thanks again for joining the Yuriy T Show.